We want our communities and our families to come together in the good times. You know, so many times our families only come together for a funeral or someone's really ill, and you know, we want to get that out of our communities. That's what these education programs and our events are about, is helping people make the lifestyle decisions that aren't going to make them sick, so that we can always come together for a family gathering to celebrate the birthdays and the Christmases and you know, the good times where everyone has a really happy feel about it.
So most of my programs, I try and put the element of hope in there right at the end. So when they walk away, they know there's something good, they can come back, they get attracted to it.
Really, you can achieve anything, so it's about sending the message that anything's possible if you have the right mindset and the right living good, you know, healthy lifestyle as part of it, and give up the smokes.
I remember going out to a school and there was this kid that wasn't very involved in anything. He wasn't very involved in class, and the teacher, you know, didn't know how he'd go with, you know, coming to a Daily Choices program, because that's the first time we run it out there. And you know, from her point of view, he was very involved, and she actually said that it helped him in class. So he was actually being more active in class, and you know, it was helping him, I think, so it was good.
For us to get out and, you know, go to TAFE, go to university, and it all links back that if you don't have a healthy lifestyle, you can't achieve those goals that we all want to achieve.
The Daily Choices program come out of the IUIH, which is, we sort of came onto the program. It's been a great program for us. Sort of, we get out to the schools and we deliver that. It's a 6 or 7 week program ranging on a whole different topics, from leadership to chronic disease to healthy lifestyles, which include the nutrition, physical activity, smoking, and then sort of, I think the last topic being Medicare. We have regional action plans for both healthy lifestyle and tackling smoking that we have to deliver every financial year. So sort of 1st of July kicks off, and then we start all over again, and then we sort of roll out programs that are sort of in the action plans. And one of those programs being the Good Quick Tucker and the Ageing Gracefully program. So the Ageing Gracefully program was actually a program that came out of the Healthy Elders program that was actually written and delivered, as I'm sort of, to my knowledge, from the Hervey Bay region. And sort of we adapted it, and the elders really liked the program. They just didn't like the name of it, so that's where we come up with the Ageing Gracefully. So the component to that was that we were delivering an information session on different health topics. So we bring in different people to come in and talk on a whole range of health, you know, health issues, whether it be, you know, foot care, diabetes, of course, including, you know, nutrition, physical activity, and also smoking. So fortunately for us, we haven't had any of our elders smoking, so that's really good. When we get out to the community, we try and really promote the importance of why they should quit smoking and sort of the benefits. I don't think it's about us getting out there and preaching to them. It's not about us saying you have to quit, because that's not going to work. If we dictate to them, we're probably not going to get the results that we want.
Really is about demonstrating true partnership, where both Indigenous services and mainstream services can work really well together. Our team has built upon cooperation and partnership, and that's been a real success from the point of view that we actually have a team that is working very closely with mainstream services, able to access and understand how to use those services. But in addition, it's been a fantastic cultural experience for our organisation, where we've been, you know, sharing a culture, sharing of ideas. And, you know, for the staff and everyone in the organisation, it's been a real growing experience for us all, and learning culture for us all. So it's been fantastic. So it's a specifically Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander program that we deliver. It's done through our registered training organisation, Health Industry Training. I'll put a bit of a plug in for them. And they've got over 1,000 students, but of that program, there's roughly about 200 plus students that we deliver in partnership with Quake. and we deliver the training right across Queensland, so right up to Cairns, up to the Cape, right down through Brisbane.
So we've recently embarked into the social media world with a lot with Facebook and Twitter. Schools are really easy to get into, but it's sort of a different way to engage with them on sort of different tackling smoking and healthy lifestyle techniques, sort of what we're up to and what we're doing in the community. So one of the things that we sort of, like for example today we were out at the Good With Tucker program doing Ageing Gracefully. So sort of when I'm out and about I'm sort of tweeting or Facebooking sort of what we're doing. We run different sorts of competitions, we put things up. As you can see, we're at the Deadly Awards, so we've sort of tweeted up pictures on sort of our team and Daniel Gill, and just lots of different programs and activities, Mums and Bubs, delivering smoking messages to events that we attend. So we attended Child Protection Week, Rainbow Day at the PCYC. It's sort of a way that we know that people are actually seeing what we're doing. So it's been really good for us, and the community have responded well to it. So yeah.
It's all about empowering our people to become good leaders and mentors in community. It's them taking on, their own health and taking that in regards to them making their own lifestyle decisions. So that's what Deadly Choices is all about. Once we give them the tools and the education and the knowledge, they go out and make their own choices and they lead healthier lives that way.
I've been delivering the Deadly Choices program to the high school kids for about 12 months now. We've had it for. It's been going really well. It's all about making that deadly choice, the right choices, and a few communities have it now. Started in Brizzy with the Institute guys, and all credit to them. They've done a great job, and to spread it out to where it is now, we've got it down here in Bundy, in the Fraser Coast as well, in North Burnett. I'm in there trying to help out with the programs. I want to generate the conversation, so I don't just go straight in there talking about smoking, because a lot of people, they're scared of talking about it. There's a lot of fear around smoking and quitting and stuff like that. So what I try and do is get involved any way I can. If it's with the walking group, if they're doing physical activity in the Ageing Graceful, I'll get involved, and that way I can open up and tell them a bit about myself, my role within the community, and they might start asking more questions. So you're generating that conversation.
Main point we try and get across to them is about passive smoking, which I think is important. Even if the kids don't smoke, the parents might, or the grandparents, or other friends around them. So we try and tell them how important it is to be aware that being around smoking actually hurts you too. So I guess that was one of the main points we try to get across. And we always, from my own personal point of view, always try and promote kids being physically active. So that's why we did a bit of physical exercise with them. If they can see us running around with them, then hopefully it might encourage them to keep it going.
We gather together on Friday afternoons in our cultural group. This has been formed over the last 2 years. One of our major groups that we get together is with the Deadly Choices that come out with Medicare Local from Bundaberg. They've been visiting our school now for nearly 2 years, but that program was run through this year, and we're actually one of their, like a starter program for them. And the kids were great, they learnt so much, but what was good, by the end of the time they were spent with us, the kids were really open. They could actually relate what they were trying to put across to the kids into their own home life. So they could see past history with family, from illnesses, their cancer, so they could really relate. And then things of health and suicide and all that sort of stuff came up as well with our group, which was really quite interesting. So by the end of that course and doing that time with the Deadly Choices and the Bundaberg team, they've got quite a good bond with the kids, and we just love having them out here. And they've seen us revamp the garden from way to go. They've just seen us grow from the 2 years when we started.
Well, it's been great to see the younger students of the school realise the effects that bad decisions can have on their health, and how they can improve their lifestyle to live a longer life.
And if we could roll up cigarettes and get them out of our culture, get them out of our society, how old do you reckon our Aboriginal people would live. They die younger now, they die around.
Thank you for coming out and running the course with us. It's been really good. Hope you come out even more so.
Yeah.
Yeah. For whatever reason, make up another course if you have to.
My favourite session is the leadership. Leadership is the most important one because we want them to make the right choices. You know, they got to get up and make the right choices. We can't make them. The golden rule in our culture is you listen to your elders. So I know most of the elders in our community don't smoke. They may have in the past, and they've quit. So they're good leaders in themselves, and you know it's a good way to educate them to take that leadership role because they're our leaders, and they can take it out there to the community, the stuff that they learn from the Aging Gracefully program, whatever program they go to, and they can get it out to the community. They can help us as well.
Is this chicken stock? Yeah.
I'm Consuela Morris. I'm a Gureng woman from Bundaberg. I work at Queensland Health. I work at the Bundaberg Base Hospital and I'm an Indigenous Hospital Liaison Officer. The Good Quick Tucker program has been introduced in our program called the Aging Gracefully program, which commenced 12 months ago. The program started out as a pilot program, which was only supposed to go for 8 weeks. We had 10 participants that turned up and they continue to come back and they didn't want the program to stop. So Good Quick Tucker was introduced a couple of months ago into the program. They come every fortnight and it's been a success with their participants that are here. We try and cover a holistic view of their health for our Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander community. So not only do we do healthy eating, physical activity, guest speakers, we also take them on excursions or tours down to the beach or sacred identified areas within Bundaberg. We've got many people in this group that are from different clan groups and they seem to bond or connect really well together, and I think that's part of their spiritual healing.
I'm Maxine Thompson. Yeah, I do live in Bundaberg and I'm the Gureng tribe. I needed exercise. And you know, when you're at home you don't do much. You've got to have somebody there to push you into doing it.
Not only do they participate in this group, there's also a walking group on a Wednesday where they go and walk in Bundaberg at any identified or sacred sites that have been identified, and that's done with the Sport and Rec officer Terry from PCYC. She picks them up and they have a mode of transport, so that's one hurdle that we're over as well because transport can be an issue. So they're transported down to the beach or to the botanical gardens and do their local activity, which is walking, and that's been running nearly for about 12 months or so. So there's a number of opportunities or groups out there that we're tapping into to help this group to stay out of hospital basically, because that's a big thing for Bundaberg, is preventing hospitalisation for our Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people.
I've lost a bit of weight. I don't walk with a walking stick anymore. Yeah, so it's I really like it. Now we change all the time where we want to walk for the scenery, I guess. Tomorrow it's down, where are we going tomorrow? Ennis Park. Oh, they want to go and see whales.
The Aboriginal community in Bundaberg, my role between the ages of 1 to 80 is involve them in the sport and recreational activities, whether it be through fitness, healthy lifestyles, healthy choices, just being healthy and active and improving their fitness. I researched the cultural areas and put them all together, and we have a bus here from the PCYC which we pick up people on Wednesday morning, provide hats and water, and we set off on one of the walking tracks to and then it's just amazing when you're walking with people, the stories they tell you on like everything about their childhood and different parts of the bush where they grew up and how it's changed now and different things they used to do. So it's like been very informational for me. I've found out a lot of information just from walking with them, probably things that some of their own children don't know from just walking and them enjoying their culture. We have a morning tea and then we do a good hour of physical activity, which 12 months ago started off very slowly with just a little bit of ball movement, just a little bit of active stuff with light balls and everything, and advanced on to using a bit of hand weights, and now we're right up to using some kettlebell swings and a lot of activities with balance, so making sure that they are agile, and if they trip that they know how to regain their like footing and that without falling to and they're getting, some of them are getting quite good. I've got one lady that finished a 4K run earlier in the year, and they did an 8K walk with me just a few weeks ago.
My name's Ian Lacey. I manage the preventive health team for the Institute for Urban Indigenous Health. I'm in the role for 3 years now, and the Daily Choices brand and sort of campaign was born out of our team. With the new teams that come on board, it was easy for us to they always contact us or say, oh, you know, Daily Choices looks good, how do you do that, or what do you do for Daily Choices? So it just became, you know, essential for us to put together a package and say, well, here it is. You know, this is how we do it, this is the basics of it, now you go try it in your community. And we've had some pretty good feedback from that, and as you said, there's been a lot of regional teams that have come on board and using the licence now to deliver Daily Choices. So across Queensland, you know, we've got some pretty good coverage, and the good thing about it is now everyone's speaking the same language.
No, that's it.
The content, you know, stays the same, but they're all different sort of regions of Australia, and they've got all different pockets of population that have different needs. But the message stays the same, so it's becoming like on a national scale. It's good that way, so you're not having to, you know, a lot of our people, they travel around Australia. You know, they migrate from place to place, and you know, they go stay with another family here, stay with another family there. So if all these places have got Daily Choices, they're being exposed to it regularly instead of being exposed to Daily Choices here and something else North Queensland, something else in New South Wales. It really works in that respect.
So thanks everyone for coming. So we'll just have a brief overview of tobacco, and this is the smoking group. So it's a 6-week program. So we'll talk about the chemicals in a cigarette. My name is Elena, and I work at the Institute for Urban Indigenous Health in the Healthy Lifestyle team as a tobacco action worker. So yeah, this just means you can put it up and you have your smoke-free space, and it's like a little reminder to you and your friends and your family, it's a smoke-free area. So that is the Say No to the Smoke 6-week program. So it's a different topic every week, and we talk about smoking education, and we do activities with the participants just to help them quit smoking. Tried patches before? Some programs we've had in the past, they do want less emphasis on the education, so the PowerPoint handouts. They really enjoy the activities. For example, might write down why they smoke, why they want to give up, benefits of giving up. It really gets them to think about it meaningfully, so they can actually ask themselves why they do smoke, and then they can come up with ways to quit smoking. So it really gives them that chance to think about it. And other groups in the past have really liked activities from a particular week. So in week 5 we do mental health, and we have like breathing exercises, meditation activities, relaxation techniques. So a lot of the participants that we have find that stress is a main cause for smoking, and they really enjoy those activities because it is a way for them to deal with their stress.
My name's Nathan Appo. I'm a healthy lifestyle worker for the Institute for Urban Indigenous Health. I look after the events. Within my role at the Institute and Deadly Choices, I look after all our special projects. So the community days is sort of my project I look after throughout the year. We try and run one a month if we're lucky to, with our busy schedules. But yeah, the community days are something I look after, and it's to promote healthy living and try and engage our people as well. You know, we try and hold these community days just to promote our services and promote Deadly Choices, and also gives us a bit of a link to the schools and youth groups and men's groups and women's groups. So it's a great starter and a sort of networking point for us, because what we're trying to do is just get these basic messages out within the community, and this is a perfect opportunity. So you want to be involved in our day, you've got to go through and get some health promotion. And we've also, next to us, we've also got our marquee for our health checks. So our main issue and message we're trying to get out today is get a health check. A lot of our people don't like going to the medical centres and going to the doctors, they're too scared, there's a lot of barriers around that, and that's what we're trying to break down today. So we have our truck here. We work with the local AMS, which is Deception Bay, our new centre that we've just opened, and they come in and do health screens with all the adults, and all the kids can get their ears checked as well.
It's a simple message, you know, you make a deadly choice, you know, that's, you know, stop smoking and eat healthy and exercise. We've been pushing it so long right out across the community, even outside the Indigenous community, but this is very specific, and the way these guys deliver it on community days like this, the message really gets across. I've actually never seen anything that actually has gone so successful as this program, and that's not being biased. I've seen a lot being in state government, and this really works.
Keeping regular checkup for my blood pressure, because I have had a high blood pressure, but today to find out when you went through, hey, it's normal. So that's a good way to come to a day and think, you know, it's everything's on track.
There's some sports activities, but there's art, you know, there's dancing, and I think what's good about any team within this healthy lifestyle arena is you have to work to your strengths. If sports is your strength in Bundaberg, then you use sports. If art is your strength, then you use art. And I think that's the most important thing, that we got to encourage our community to strive to be better in whatever they want to do.
I've seen so many times we've run these community days where we've had people never have a health check. They haven't had a health check for 10, 20 years. Well, they've come to our community days, gone through our marquee, and they've realised, I need to be on top of my health. I need to be doing my 2 and 5. I need to be exercising, or I'm going to be seeing these chronic diseases down the track. And they go and see a doctor. This is what we're trying to do, and this is the cycle that we're changing. Our culture around how we see doctors and food and nutrition and exercise, we're changing that through Deadly Choices, and seeing all the young kids wearing our Deadly Choices shirts and stuff, that means they've actually gone and got a health check from our medical centres. And that's what I love, just being able to be involved and be with this community and seeing all these kids so happy and being involved, and yeah, I think we can't go wrong with that.
I think Deadly Choices needs to keep going leaps and bounds for our youth, so we have those changes when government is saying, you know, the next 20 years we want to bring smoking rates down, the next 20 years we want, you know, lower chronic disease and hospitalisations and early deaths. I think the youth is such an important scenario, and it starts with our school systems. You know, it's not letting our kids slip through the crack and saying, okay, he's too much hard work or he's too much trouble. More saying, well, why is he hard work? Is he eating well? Has he got a good environment? Is this happening? You know what I mean? So it's working with the families then to make sure that he's at school every day. He's getting an education, so he then can make healthy choices. He can understand chronic disease, understand nutrition and how much physical activity. I cannot stress, you know, how important that education system is for our well-being, and I suppose, for our success as a community and families.